If I told you that today's seed was a massive survival island seed housing several different types of biomes, at least from a first glance you might not necessarily believe me. That is until I fly up in the sky and show you this huge island right here, which actually in hindsight is just a small sliver of the mega survival island seed we have. We'll of course get to that in time, but let's start at the beginning with spawn, because your spawn is actually located right on top of this one plains, which technically speaking is its own separate island. I mean, it is surrounded by bodies of water, so I guess technically it is survival island. But because you're so close to this main part of land, you might as well use it too, because over here we get ourselves so many different types of biomes. We get ourselves a forest right there, a jungle right here, a mesa badlands right here, and a desert right over there. And even though this desert is incredibly small, it still managed to spawn in a village somehow inside of it. And it's kind of hard to not notice the fact that there's some pretty steep elevations around here, especially for an island seed. And over on this part of the island, there doesn't seem to be much more than some stone and wood, along with more land, but we'll come back to that later. But at least from hindsight, that seems to be pretty much everything inside this one mega survival island seed. But oh, this is just a small fracture of the mega survival island seed you get. Because over there we get our mega survival island seed right here, and over here in this direction, it might just honestly look like mainland. But that's until we fly around the outskirts of it and speed up the footage to show you that surrounding this entire area is nothing but oceans. Because if we keep going on and on and on and on, yep, just more ocean, more ocean, more ocean, still more ocean, still more ocean, and it keeps going on and on and on, and it keeps going further and further and further until eventually we end up right back to where we started, right next to the mega survival seed we started with. So yeah, from spawn to around about 1500 blocks in that direction, you get an absolutely humongous survival island seed with an incredible amount of different types of biomes. Like, you know that small desert we had earlier? Well, now we have a slightly bigger desert over here. Looking for some more forests? Then yeah, off in this direction we have some more of them here. Looking for more plains to build on top of that's pretty flat? Then we have it right here. We have some savanna wood off in the distance over here. But yeah, generally speaking, because this island is so absolutely massive, it gives the opportunity to house so many different types of biomes, so many more than what you would typically find inside of a survival island seed. But biomes aren't the only thing you might be looking for, because first off, over in this small little desert patch, we get the smallest little inkling of a ruined portal right here, which might give for some fun archaeology over here. One, to obviously dig it out, but two, to find this chest. I mean, where is it? Okay, here it is, found it. Ah. Not the best of loot I've ever seen inside of a ruined portal, but you know, it could have been worse. Speaking of things possibly being worse, your other spot is actually this, as we can see right here. Yeah, inside just a normal wasteland right here, and from the looks of things, you're right on the edge of a small little, drop inside of some lava. Totally not too big of a deal, but might be extremely dangerous. And also because there's a huge amount of mesa badlands, you might be expecting maybe a surface mineshaft, and there totally is one. Well, sort of. Because just right here, we can see the remnants of an actual, you know, abandoned mineshaft right here with the minecart rails, and if we head off in... oh, there's nothing else. Is that seriously it? Is that seriously it? Well, by going into spectator mode, yeah, that seems about it. Way to get your hopes up for something, I mean, seriously. But hopefully this huge amount of lush cave might fill that gap. Because yeah, almost under the entire island, there is lush cave almost left, right, and center around it. So hopefully you shouldn't be short of any clay or anything like that anytime soon. Speaking about being short of things, it's almost guaranteed that with a survival island of this size, that even with playing with friends, you're probably not going to run out of land. But in the case that you somehow do run out of land, then that's honestly not too bad of a problem, because if you remember this bit of land we can see over here, all this we can see right here is also a mega survival island. But I believe somewhere or another this land does actually connect to mainland somewhere. Okay, it actually does. You have to travel a very long way, but you will eventually find some actual mainland around the place, with suspiciously enough another mesa and another jungle. And quite possibly the tallest jungle generation I've seen so far. But I guess while you're out here admiring the scenery, you might as well pop over to this mangrove forest over here too. But yeah, in case you're looking for an island seed with a wide variety of things to keep you busy with, then this seed pretty much has you covered. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.